All right, let's just get right into it. If you've spent any time at all on Book Talk, Goodreads, or really any place where thriller fans hang out, you have definitely seen this cover. We are going to break down The Housemaid by Freida McFadden and figure out just why this book completely took over the internet.
Yeah, this quote from a review, it basically is the reading experience. This is one of those books that's built from the ground up to just completely pull the rug out from under you. It leaves you just staring at the wall, stunned. And that feeling is exactly what we're going to dig into. I mean, you can't ignore how popular this book is. It created such a massive buzz. And when a thriller gets this many people talking, there has to be something really special, or, really twisted, going on between the covers. So let's find out what it is. Okay, so every great domestic thriller kicks off with this seemingly perfect situation that just slowly starts to curdle into an absolute nightmare. And The Housemaid just nails this formula. It builds a world that feels so desirable and, at the same time, so deeply, deeply wrong. And here is the classic trap. On one side, you've got everything our main character Millie needs to survive, a lifeline. But on the other side, you've got this terrifying reality. Her new boss, Nina Winchester, is totally unpredictable and just plain cruel. And the house itself, it feels like it has secrets of its own. So who are the players in this game? Well, you've got Millie, our protagonist, who's down on her luck. Then there's Nina, the perfect-looking villain. But that last point, that is the real kicker. Millie herself is an unreliable narrator. She has her own secrets, and that detail completely changes how you see every single thing that happens.
Look, a great idea is one thing, but the real magic here is how the author pulls it off. People call The Housemaid a masterclass in building tension, and that's because of a few very, very clever writing choices. So, how does she make this book so addictive? Well, for starters, the chapters are short, and they almost always end on a little cliffhanger. It gives you that, okay, just one more chapter feeling, and then suddenly it's 3 a.m. The writing isn't poetic, it's sharp, it's fast, and it's designed to just keep cranking up that psychological pressure. And this is what it all adds up to. The writing is so good at creating this claustrophobic, tense atmosphere that you, as the reader, start to feel just as trapped as Millie does. Every creak in the floor, every locked door, you're right there with her. It's an incredibly immersive ride. Okay, we have to talk about the book's secret weapon, the twist. Now, no spoilers, I promise, but we can talk about why it works so incredibly well. See, it's not just a shock reveal. It completely flips the power dynamic of the entire story on its head. This is the question the book keeps forcing you to ask over and over again. You go in thinking you know who the good guy is and who the bad guy is, but as the story goes on, those lines get blurrier and blurrier, and figuring out who's really pulling the strings becomes the entire point. And here's how that incredible flip happens. The first half of the book does such an amazing job of making you feel for Millie. You see her as this total victim. And then the twist hits, and you're forced to rethink absolutely everything. You realize she's not just a piece in someone else's game, she's a player too. And really, that's what this book is all about. It's a story about deception, where nobody is who they pretend to be. The real fun, the real thrill, comes from peeling back those masks, one layer at a time, until the shocking truth is finally out in the open. So, what's the bottom line here? When you look at the structure, the breakneck pacing, and that absolute killer of a twist, this book is basically engineered to be the perfect binge read for any thriller lover out there. The review gives it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is just stellar. For a thriller, that's a massive seal of approval. It's a sign that this book delivers exactly what it promises. A fast, twisty, and just, so satisfyingly dark ride. So if you're kind of wondering, is this book for me? Well, this should clear things up. If you loved books like Verity by Colleen Hoover or Behind Closed Doors, this is going to be right up your alley. It's got that same DNA. Dark secrets, narrators you can't trust, and a plot that feels like a total psychological roller coaster. And yeah, when we say binge-worthy, this is exactly what we mean. This is not a slow burn kind of book. It is designed to be devoured in 1 or 2 sittings. It's the kind of read that pulls you in so deep, you might just have to call in sick to finish it. So that brings us to the ultimate question. It's for anyone who's already read it, and it's a challenge for anyone who hasn't. The twist is the heart and soul of The Housemaid. The only question left is, will you see it coming?